So this video is important as it addresses something that no one really talks about. The meaning of Ultra Instinct, Goku's various Ultra Instinct forms, and just how powerful he actually is. And spoiler alert, for the group of fans who think Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku is unbeatable, somehow untouchable, and also now at the point that he can't even be reached by the likes of Vegeta, he isn't. He never was, and there is a massive confusion right now about this, which the writers of the official Dragon Ball story are trying their best to explain to you, and if they don't actually successfully succeed in doing this, Dragon Ball as we know it may actually end. And I'll explain why, so watch through to the end if you're a fan of the show. But before we begin, today's video is sponsored by Dragon City, a free-to-play social network game available on Android and iOS, as well as Windows and Amazon. In this game, you can collect over 1,000 different dragons and build your own Dragon City, along the way breeding dragons to get new ones and feeding them to evolve them even further, after which you can train them and take them to battle to make them even more powerful. With several different PvP modes, you can fight friends and other Dragon Masters on the daily, as well as partake in several different events each week, which ensure there's always a new adventure and discovery waiting around the corner. You can even find some of your favourite YouTubers in the game like Dream, George Not Found, Eddie VR, and many more. So if you want to join in on the fun, click on the link in the description and get a special free reward of 15,000 food, 30,000 gold, and the very rare Thief Chief Dragon, all of which will be available only for new users and for the next 7 days. So be quick and use the links below to get your exclusive reward, but now on to Goku. So Ultra Instinct, if we just recap, is a technique taught by the angels, usually to gods of destructions. The technique is thought to separate the consciousness from the body, allowing it to move and fight independent of any thought or emotions of the user. It has various stages of mastery, and to this day, Goku has not yet completely mastered it. The only individuals to have done so far are the angels and their father, the Grand Priest. Now, we all know in the Tournament of Power, that was the first time any of us had seen usage of Ultra Instinct by Goku. First in an Omen form, which literally just translates to a sign of Ultra Instinct coming, before he then entered what we used to call the Mastered Ultra Instinct form of Goku, with the white hair and so forth. But notice how I'm saying form, because the way Goku was using Ultra Instinct, and still is currently, was using Ultra Instinct in the wrong way. In an incomplete way where he is transforming. He is literally changing his appearance and emitting an aura as he does it, which in the most recent official manga chapters, Whis finally calls it out as a transformation, and that to truly use Ultra Instinct correctly, Goku must be using it in base and also then in combination with other transformations. In this way being used as it's supposed to have been as a technique, being stacked up on top, much like Kaioken stacked on blue. Cut forward several months of training with Whis, and Goku has now somewhat got better at using Ultra Instinct as a technique, and against the new foe Granola, showcased it by using it in conjunction with several forms. Eventually, Goku then goes into an auraless version of Ultra Instinct, which actually again is incomplete, as once again it's a transformation, the white-haired variant, one he now calls Perfected Ultra Instinct. Now, I've been vague and fast with this recap for a reason, because I first want to tell you what a huge chunk of Dragon Ball fans think of Goku's Ultra Instinct. And I can tell you this, as the #1 most viewed Dragon Ball channel right now, with literally every video I post now being viewed hundreds of thousands of times to millions, and all reacting to my original storyline and manga where I do actually feature Ultra Instinct Goku, that they believe, because the description of Ultra Instinct is the ability to move without thinking and dodge everything, that Goku cannot be touched, cannot be hit, he cannot be caught off guard. He is basically invincible in this form to them, and you know, on the surface level, they are immediately wrong when we just see that Goku was not dodging everything Jiren did. he traded blows. Goku was not dodging everything Moro did. He was literally grabbed and squeezed. And we now see in the manga, Goku is not dodging and is actually getting hit and destroyed by this new foe Granola. Why is this all happening? Because Goku's version of Ultra Instinct right now is literally not even the real deal yet. It is still an incomplete and pathetic mortal version in comparison to what it's really supposed to be, the version used by the almighty angels. So it looks cool when Goku goes into the form, but the show's writers have tried really hard to make it so obvious now that what Goku is using is not as powerful as you think. So far as going to make Granola literally hit Goku while he's using UI, leading to Goku explaining himself that he got hit because his Ultra Instinct was lacking. He had not trained enough. But also, when he does go into the final perfected Ultra Instinct, they make Goku again say his form has the drawback of not allowing him to maintain it for long. Again, going back to the fact Goku just does not have the Ultra Instinct you're imagining. He just uses a flawed version, which guess what, at the end of the chapter, still gets caught out and defeated by an attack anyway. Just pushing to fans once again that there is nothing invincible or unmatchable about Goku's current Ultra Instinct. And all of this is compounded by the fact that they try once more to make Vegeta become an equal by having even Beerus show how little he thinks of Goku's Ultra Instinct, by literally having a competition with Whis to make Vegeta show his destruction techniques are stronger than Angel ones taught to Goku. Beerus and the whole multiverse knows that true Ultra Instinct, that of the Angels, is supposedly unstoppable, invincible, but Goku, he is not that. And you know why he isn't and should never really be, because what foe will then come and become a threat to Earth or the universe? Who? When you build a character to have an invincible technique, what tension can you build when you always know what Goku's going to do to win? We already had Moro. Goku used Ultra Instinct and beat him. Now we have Granola, someone who the writers actually had wish to be the strongest in the universe. Would anyone buy the manga if they knew that Goku was just going to use Ultra Instinct, dodge everything and destroy Granola just like Moro? There's a reason the last chapter ended in Goku being defeated. Ultra Instinct Goku is not supposed to be as highly ranked as fans have put him, and the main key takeaways that all fans should know is his form is incomplete, he does not dodge everything, he can be hit, and he can be taken off guard just like before. The last chapter showed all of this in an effort to get fans to realize this, and in the next chapter we're gonna see how Vegeta does just as well, if not better, with a totally new technique that competes with not the real Ultra Instinct, but instead competes with the incomplete version Goku has. This is so important because when fan manga writers like myself, who know what the real writers of the show are trying to do, create our own stories where someone like Vegeta gets a new fan-made form, or another character gets an insane new form, no matter what the form is, whether it's Super Saiyan 4 billion or Omni Zeno or Mega Saiyan, the number of fans who will jump in and say things like, "There's no way that could beat Ultra Instinct Goku, there's no way he could be hit by that, Goku's body is harder than Ultra Instinct, there's no way," etc, etc, etc. That number of fans is too high. So high to the point you can't even make a story about Goku being punched or defeated while he's in Ultra Instinct anymore without it being seen as completely impossible no matter who the opponent was. It's gotten crazy now given how clearly Toriyama and Toyotaro are now trying to show you how far Goku still has to go. And I gotta ask you guys who still think of UI Goku as an angel-like figure to just stop and think about the future of the show you are watching and whether it would make sense for Dragon Ball to continue on for, let's say, another decade or so if Goku has truly become an invincible untouchable being on par with the angels and of course above all God of Destructions. The moment that actually does happen is the moment Dragon Ball finally ends. But that time is not now and not even close. But that's all for today, and if you have your own thoughts on this, let me know in the comments down below and I'll have a read. And again, big shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Dragon City, who with their special link down below are giving away those exclusive rewards to new users for the next 7 days. Don't waste any time and use those links down below, but until next video guys, cheers.